10 minutes ago. Russia Su-57 Fighter Jet Airstrike Western Ukraine cities. Russia widens attack with airstrikes on western Ukraine cities. Russian airstrikes hit 3 cities in Ukraine on Friday, including 2 in the country's west, as the scope of its military offensive widened. The raids hit airfields in Lutsk and Ivano-Frankivsk, far from the main areas of conflict, and residential buildings in the strategically important city of Dnipro, which sits on the Dnieper River. The air raids came as new satellite imagery from Maxar Technologies showed that a 40-mile convoy that had been approaching the Ukrainian capital, Kyiv, had dispersed as tanks and artillery moved to what appeared to be firing positions to the northwest of the city. The Ukrainian military said Russia was trying to block Kyiv by taking out defenses to the west and north of the capital, adding that there was also a risk to Brovary on the east. As the mayor of Kyiv, Vitaly Klitschko, said that about 2 million people, half the population of the metropolitan area, had left the capital, preparations continued for its defense. Every street, every house is being fortified, he said. Even people who in their lives never intended to change their clothes, now they are in uniform with machine guns in their hands. Ukrainian soldiers described fierce fighting for control of the main highway leading into the capital, while missile strikes were reported hitting Velika Dymerka just outside Kyiv's city limits. "It's frightening, but what can you do?" said Vasyl Popov, a 38-year-old who works in advertising sales. "There is nowhere to really run or hide. We live here." Despite heavy losses of personnel and equipment in the third week of Russia's brutal assault on Ukraine, in which cities have been placed under siege and subjected to bombardment, Vladimir Putin's forces were pushing ahead with their campaign.